to 11. So begins the week. There was nothing Monday, because it was pretty quiet all round. I think there's only 2 black daffs on the road doing containers. Everyone else who's been working had a day off. So back to it today. Fairly simple start. Load this morning at 8 o'clock at Bungay. To tip and reload Sidcup back to Bungay. So it's the same place I went to Thursday. But in all honesty, I can't remember if I filmed coming in here or not. I've got a feeling I didn't for some reason. And I've not had a chance to look through, try and do, you know, the editing of the last lot of footage that I filmed. So time will tell if I've filmed it or not. If not, I'm doing it again. So it's not too bad a place to find, really. This is the A20. It's literally come off, sort of back on yourself. It's a bit awkward just getting around that roundabout because of vision being in a left-hand drive, but other than that, it's all right. So yeah, tip and reload, and then back, and who knows what's after. Hopefully something to run off with, perhaps, because I'll have plenty of time left, and if not, it'll be a short day and go home, I guess. I woke up before the alarm this morning at just before 5. So let's come off down here. It's only I think 6 pallets I'm bringing down here. It's not much, so I don't know how much is to go back. And many people having sound issues with my videos, because a few people have commented saying the sound's rubbish, but not everybody. So, well, I know the microphone on the GoPro is not the best in the world. I'll sort of do my best in that regard. That's a stroke of luck. I've also got the CB on today. This isn't my truck, because obviously mine's off the road. So I thought I'd just put the CB on and just see, you know, if I need channel 19, just see if anybody's still on there. And it's an old CB in this truck, but it's a good one. And I think there's a lot of ham radio operators on it, or seem to be. I have called out a couple of times just to see if it's getting out all right, and nobody's responded, but perhaps they're just ignoring me. Yeah.
Casablanca.
Yeah, that was about to do, I think. So that's me tipped and loaded. I've just got to try and get out of this junction. I come up here last week. Off this roundabout there's a couple of builders merchants, and the queue for the trucks unloading, they were parked on the side of the road. They were waiting over to the left on the carriageway. Bloody bedlam. Come on, Bessie. Yeah, there's one waiting on that bit of dual carriageway there. And where them advertising bits are, they're parked on along the grass there. Goes and swings back around onto the A20. Much more manageable junction in a left-hand drive. Out of the frankly awful Ransom's Euro Park. Do not stop on the road. 250 quid fine. Brilliant. What a way to run a retail, business. There we go. Basically been told if I can't back in when I get there, just drive around the block until I can. It's pretty environmentally friendly. There we go, that's on wild, isn't it? So it's Wednesday. This is Westerfield, which is just outside Ipswich. Done exactly the same run today. Load down a Sidcup, tip reload, back on the Ransoms, pick up there. But I'm also now going up to Ashbocking to James White's, who make apple juice, I think mostly. So the easiest way is out in the sticks, it's in sugar beet territory really, excuse me, is to come up this way. There's a choice of two roads really. You've got this road to Westerfield, and this will take me up to the crossroads where I go straight over, or the Henley Road, which is the next one along, which is slightly wider, but it's a bit longer round, and this one's good enough for a truck, he says, famous last words. So I just got to go and pick up 8 pallets from there and then head back, drop them off. This is where all the richer people live. Suburbs of Ipswich. Finally making a outer ring road to sort of link up like the A12, the A14 round the north of Ipswich. I think that's what they're doing. I think that's what this might eventually be, which would be quite a godsend really, to coin the phrase. Rather than having to go all the way around Ipswich and over, especially if the Orwell Bridge is shut, that would just ease so much. Serves me right, this is where it might get a bit small. But nothing too horrendous. Unless I meet another truck, of course. Let's talk that up, should I? Serves you right, round this right, and then it should go around to the left, and it should be on the left. it's now Thursday lunchtime. Yesterday just consisted of finishing off the same as what I did. Then I picked up a trailer for Kings Lynn and ran up to Kings Lynn again. So I parked there last night. Tipped this morning, which took a bit longer than usual. And now back to the yard. Picked up another one that's going to tip at Norwich. Which I'm now on the Norwich Ring Road, the A47. So tip Norwich, and then I'm going to go down to Thetford to reload for Northampton to tip later this afternoon. That's the plan. So get that done. Just wanted to say as well, because there's a user called News Now UK, and it's a message to him or her. I'm not sure. I think it's a him. I can see your comments in my notifications, but they don't show up on the video, and I can't find your channel, and I don't know if there's a way of messaging you direct, but I've just seen your only comment asking for me to reply on that comment, and it doesn't show up for some reason. I've no idea why or what's happened, but yes, I can't see any of your comments, so this is the only way I know really how to reach out to you as such. So I hope that makes sense, and I'm not sure what's gone on there, is the honest answer. So a bit more lovely British weather. I have to stop and get some diesel somewhere as well. Massive bird poo down the driver's side window, which I've obviously not noticed, and I've opened the window and now just got a massive skid mark top to bottom, so I'm kind of hoping the rain might clear it, but it doesn't seem to be getting on it at all, which is quite frustrating. So it just sort of keeps catching my eye when I'm sat there. So come off here and kind of should be able to see the place on the left hand side really. It's just turn left and first left and it's in there apparently. a bit damp. Right then, let's find our way out of the tunnel of doom. Problem is, it's not easy to see sort of what is waste and what isn't. You know, what's a sort of bale. You need a bigger shed, really. Oh. I suppose at least you ain't got to worry about damaging anything other than the truck. Right then, so Thetford, just dropped and swapped my trailer for the loaded one, and now off to Northampton, I believe, to drop and swap this one, as far as I'm aware. So I just had my half-hour break, popped in the B&M opposite here, and got a few supplies for the next sort of week or two. Before, rather than do it at the weekend when it's going to be busy. So a couple of hours down to Northampton, maybe two and a quarter, something like that. But just up here is the roundabout, and once I'm on the A11, I've got one roundabout to contend with till I come off at the A45. Most people here seem to have forgotten how to drive or what a speed limit is. Especially as there's 40 along here. Never mind. So here we are, A11. Just trying to get out of this. It's a stroke of luck. Fridge. Right, talk to you near Northampton. So, forgot the film on the way in. Lodge Farm or Lodge Way, I think it's Lodge Farm Industrial Estate in Northampton, if you are familiar with it. If not, it's you just sort of got to go through town as such to get to it from like the A14 way. So I've been in, I've dropped and swapped. Start heading back empty, and possibly another Sid Cup tomorrow. But find out later if that is the case. Where I've just been, the Panthers. I believe the Derngate Theatre is where I did with Bill Bailey, and that was the last time I was in Northampton. Signposts around here. If I remember rightly, where I'm going to go right up here, I think if you go sort of left and into town, it's just up there, from memory. Yeah, there we are at Derngate. Right, well this just rolls me out to the A45, so I'll turn the camera off for now. Let's see what